Hi Pisces, Pisces placements. Welcome to Pisces Tarot Advice and welcome to your daily reading. Hope you're doing well. So we're going to have a look and see what's going on for you today. Whenever you come across this video, we could talk about the events of the day for you. We could be picking up on things 2 days behind, 2 days after, so do keep an open mind about the timing and flip roles if you need to. And thank you all so very much for your likes, your shares, your comments, for hyping the videos, for subscribing, for showing up every day. I do appreciate you, and thank you to everybody keeping me busy with personal readings. If you want one, details are in the description box below. I am running specials on that. Okay, all that being said, Pisces, we have a new deck. I say that a lot, don't I? That's why we've been going through my tarot collection, and I think we're about midway. Okay, it is what it is. I make no apology. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Now, I was guided to try a different layout. So let's see how that goes. Let's see how that works for us today. So for Pisces placements, what can they expect today? What do they need to know for their highest good for Pisces placements? Okay. So we're going to do what is called, it's either a 9-card spread or I've heard it called a block spread. What I saw, this is what I'm doing. Okay. And I'm going to need more room on my table, but it's fine. You know I show you the cards, don't worry. Okay. So, let's see. Bottom of the deck, overall energy for the day. We have Judgment with a call to action. All right. So, an important decision is being made. An important truth is being revealed. A final decision is being made on a situation. And there is some sort of call to action. So whether that means an invitation or an offer, and you have to decide if you go for it or not, or a call to action in the sense of you know everything you need to know to change a situation. What are you going to do about it type of thing? Okay, so let's begin. Now, in the center of the spread, so that's what it's all about. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So it's about stability. This call to action is about your stability. That could mean your money. That could mean your health. That could mean whatever it is that gives you a sense of stability, right? So if you are taking care of your family, and at the end of the day, if everyone's happy, healthy, fed, and safe, you feel safe, secure, stable. I'm doing everything I need to be doing, right? You feel settled and stable, right? If it's drawing stability from your relationships, your role in your job, your role in your community, your role in your family, whatever it is. For those of you, this is definitely talking about your money, your business, your job, your attitude to money, your attitude towards abundance. That could also be something that you're looking at, like how can I manifest more, better, faster? I don't know. Because the Queen of Pentacles also talks about long-term goals, long-term plans, the long game, okay? All right, so let's flip the other cards and see what else we're getting here. Here we go. We have the Tower. So this is the reveal. This is coming into the day. Some sort of reveal, some sort of truth that you can't deny, okay? The Tower with Judgment is like, you can't deny it, you can't misread it, you can't misinterpret it. Complete truth, absolute truth, okay? The Hierophant, Taurus energy, spiritual path, spiritual belief, family, tradition, old ways. King of Cups with support. This is an ally. It could be your energy, or it could be an ally in your life, whatever kind that is, if it's friend, if it's partner, if it's family, if it's neighbor. We have Temperance with healing. Okay. So we have this revelation, and it gives us a balanced way forward. It shows us what is not stable and what is stable. Three of Swords, heartbreak. Changes are going to have to be made. Okay? Changes will have to be made. For some of you, this is a situation where you're being shown very clearly that you do too much for other people. You do too much for your family. They expect too much of you. Okay? They pull on you when it's not right and it's not fair. there is an imbalance in a relationship. You give more than you receive, right? It has to be balanced. You see how she has 2 pentacles there? It has to be balanced. 2 cups, 2 pentacles. Healing, temperance, 2 cups. Yeah? 5 of pentacles, because you're draining yourself. This could be someone guilting you. This could be someone making you feel like you don't do enough, you don't give enough, you don't show up enough. What you're doing isn't good enough. Or, you're burning through your bank account because you're always giving to other people, and you're always supportive, and you're always paying for other people's stuff, and you're always contributing to things that, they're not yours, but you want to help. Queen of Wands with charisma. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And King of Wands, passion. Interesting. So we have a couple here. So for some of you, this is happening in a couple dynamic. Okay, this is happening in a situation where there's a lot of passion for one another. But when it comes down to, can I rely on this person? They're nowhere to be seen. They're nowhere to be found. Okay? I don't know if this is a new-ish relationship and you're trying to move it past the point of casual, and it's like, let's be partners. Let's rely on each other. Let's do things together, right? And maybe the other person's not there. That could be the truth that is being revealed. And it's like, what are you going to do? Do you meet them where they are? Is that good enough for you? Are you going to settle for something? Is there give and take? Or is it just you adjusting, you adapting, you giving, you working your way around them, their schedule, their ability to give, and their finance, that whatever it is, right? So there's a big decision to be made about that kind of relationship. Is this something that is long-term, long-lasting? Remember, that's the question. Or is it something that is temporary? Because it's fun, it's passionate, but when you need them, they're not there. When life happens, they're not there. You can't rely on them. You can't depend on them. Is this someone in your life, friend, family member, whoever, that keeps getting themselves into drama, that keeps getting themselves into trouble, and they always come to you to fix it? The truth that is being revealed is you being asked to ask yourself, are you helping or are you enabling? These are hard truths and hard questions that we need to ask ourselves today, okay? And if you've been doing this, today you're going to get your confirmation. Today you're going to get your answer. Today you're going to get the, no, it's not you, Pisces. Yes, you are doing enough. Yes, you are doing more than enough. It's not that you're not showing up enough. It's that you're dealing with someone who's ungrateful or entitled, or that is the truth, right? That is the truth. There's the truth. The facts are the facts, okay? And there's no way around it with the Tower and the Judgment energy. For others of you here, you may have too many people pulling on you. And you were raised, there's something with the Hierophant here where it's either how you were raised, what you were taught growing up. It's some sort of family, quote unquote, tradition. It's what people do in your culture. It's what people do in your family. And it has to do with sacrifice, self-sacrifice. Your money is the family money, right? Or even if you have your own little family, your extended family still pulls on you. Because why? Because your money is the family money. Yeah, but I have my own little family now. No. We are your family. Anyone else that wants to come into the family, whatever, but your money is the family money, right? There's something like that I'm seeing here. Like someone who's a bit entitled. Be mindful of supporting someone's shopping habits. They spend too much. They don't have a budget. They get themselves into debt. They put things on credit, and then they come to you. Pisces, I'm in trouble. And then you dip into your savings. You don't have money for yourself anymore. Maybe you were planning to buy yourself a little something nice. And then it's like, well, okay, I've got this spare money here if you're in trouble. Because there's some sort of belief. There's some sort of expectation. There's some sort of pressure from family, cultural, societal, whatever this is. Okay? But yeah, today you're being asked to address this. It's a call to action. You see the pattern very clearly. Okay? And you're being asked, who are you prioritizing? There's too many plates spinning. Okay? You're being split in too many different ways. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable for your health, for your money, for your mental, emotional well-being. It's not sustainable. Okay? Remember, we go back into, is this energy sustainable? Or is it that you're telling yourself it's okay for now because it's only temporary? But actually, what you thought it's only temporary, when you look back now, has been going on for a very long time, has been depleting you for a very long time, right? Okay. So we're being asked to ask ourselves some hard truths today. And not only that, but to take action when we have our conclusions. All right? So there could be some sort of tough conversations when it comes to one-on-one dynamics, whether it's romantic relationships, whether it's relationship with family, coworkers, neighbors, whoever it is that's pulling on your energy. For some of you, the call to action is to withdraw. You're giving too much to too many things, too many people, too many directions. Identify what is stable, sustainable, what is healthy give and take in your life, and what is simply drain. And what is just draining you, that needs to get cut off. And it's real, Pisces, okay? It's real. If you find yourself always in debt or living paycheck to paycheck, and it's like, it's just me, like, I don't know what I spend my money on. Or, I have a budget. I should have money at the end of the month. I don't know where it's going, right? Because I'm good with my money. Or you're always ill. You're always tired. You're always feeling drained because you are literally being drained, okay? Energetically, financially, physically. And it's time to stop. It's time to pause. The Tower here could be something unexpected that forces you to pause. It forces you to stop. So I don't know if it's an illness. I don't know if it's a little close call of some sort. I don't know if it's a tense situation and someone speaks something to you and it's like, whoa, that's what you're going to say to me? That's how you really feel? It just completely changes. It gives you the full picture, right? Because it makes you realize that a situation that you thought was okay, was balanced, was healthy, listening to the other person talk, you hear the entitlement, you hear the ingratitude, you hear the injustice, loud and clear. And it forces you to stop giving then and there. Okay? So some relationships are not going to make it through today. It's the energy of the full moon as well when I'm reading this. And it's Gemini, so a message of truth, okay? It's real. Some relationships can be corrected. They need a serious adjustment, like let's start from scratch, if that's what you decide to do, if you deem that, you both want this and you're both ready to do the heavy lifting and to put in equal effort, that can happen. But it has to be scraped, start from scratch, okay? For the most part, this is you withdrawing. This is you cutting ties. On a day-to-day level, if you're not completely demolishing your social life, you could just be withdrawing today. You could just be saying, you know what, I have to choose me today. I'm not okay, or I'm just not in the mood, and I'm tired of forcing myself to push through whether or not I'm in the mood to show up for other people. If I feel like I need a rest, if I feel like I just need a chill day, a day on the sofa, a day just reading, a day doing nothing, that's what I am choosing to do. Because it will be healthy for me to do this in the long run. If I choose me today, I will be able to show up where I choose to show up for who I choose to show up later. If I'm not okay, I can't show up for anybody. So it's that kind of situation. For others of you, there are going to be arguments over money. Someone's entitled. And it's time to stop. Cut this person off. For some of you, this is family. For others, this is a partner. Whereas, like, it's our money. But it's the kind of situation where they have their own bank account, but your money is the relationship money. Do you see what I'm saying? And maybe for a while you were like, that's fine, doesn't bother me. Maybe for a while you had like a joint bank account and they used to contribute. And then now when you stop and look back, like who's putting money into the account and who's taking it out, you're the only one putting money in and they're the only one taking it out. Do you see what I'm saying? You're going to see very clearly the thread and the facts. So it's time for some serious conversations, and some relationships are not strong enough to withstand that because they're built on shaky foundations. They're built on sand. They're never going to be long-term, long-lasting, and it's best to have this conversation now, cut ties for yourself, and build something stable by yourself or with someone else that's ready to build something stable, than to allow this to keep going and keep depleting you. And this is happening for you because you are going down a path. And if this isn't you, you could be advising someone who's going through this because you can see it from the outside, right? But whoever this is has been going down this path, and they're about to hit rock bottom if they're not careful because of what they're giving to, who they're giving to, okay? Because they're allowing imbalance, because they're allowing injustice, because they're telling themselves it's temporary, and they're not realizing that it's actually their life. It's not a temporary event, it's their life. It's the span of the relationship, friendship, whatever it is. Judgment is review. You look back, you assess, you see the full picture. Okay? So today, there's going to be some truthful conversations. I feel like once you see this truth, this gives you a sense of freedom and a sense of stability and reassurance and validation that what you're seeing, thinking, feeling is correct. Okay? Is valid. Maybe you were dealing with someone who was gaslighting, making you doubt yourself, making you feel like you're exaggerating, you're misunderstanding. Again, you're not doing enough. Five of Pentacles, you're not enough. You're not doing enough. You're not, down with the program. You're not a team player, whatever this is, right? There's something you see, if it's pictures, screenshots, some sort of exchange or interaction, something you hear from someone that is just completely going to open your eyes and ears to the absolute truth. Okay? But this is because you are ready, A, to handle the absolute truth, and more than that, to take action on the absolute truth. Okay? Now, that's the overall energy. In terms of day-to-day examples, you could be going through your expenses and cutting things off. Memberships, subscriptions, you pay for apps you never use, you pay for subscriptions you never use. You could be recycling things, giving things away, starting to sell things that you never use, okay, to kind of get the energy unstuck, to recover some money. Okay? You could be starting to tell people, listen, I'm going to need you to pay me back. Right? And it's like, well, the Christmas is coming and we're kind of short for cash. And yeah, it's Christmas for me too. I'm also short for cash because I gave it you when you needed it. I need it back. You were supposed to pay me back 3 months ago. Like, come on. Right? Those kinds of conversations. You'll be calling service providers to see if you can downgrade plans, to see if you can close accounts. Okay? Because I'm overpaying for this. I don't use this. Right? I do see that. I see some sort of outing. This could be a date with the King and Queen of Wands. This could be a date that you planned, or an outing with a close friend, a one-to-one thing, right? I see that being either postponed or canceled because of some sort of event happening in the family, where you just have to cancel this and show up for family. I don't know if someone has a close call. I don't know if someone's sprains something, breaks something, God forbid. Someone's going through a breakup unexpectedly. Someone's telling you, I'm getting divorced, and the family comes together for this person. Okay. I also get someone has a relapse, however that resonates, and the family gets together for this person. Be mindful of overspending and overgiving. I see buyer's remorse. I see giving and regretting it, and that's a flag for you, Pisces. Okay, you give freely. You never expect anything in return. I'm a Pisces sun. Okay, we give for the sake of giving. We never expect anything in return, not even a thank you sometimes, right? We just give. But when you give and it feels forced, it feels expected, it feels demanded, you don't feel good about it, you feel sorry that you gave, you start regretting it, that's a flag that it's gone too far. That's a flag that someone is overly demanding, that someone is entitled. It feels wrong. If giving feels wrong to you, Pisces, then it is wrong. Okay? And that's where we need to stop and assess the situation and say no and not feel guilty about it. Okay? So that's what I'm saying here. I do see you supporting a friend through a heartbreak, a loss of any kind. It could be the loss of a relationship. It could be a loss of something or someone. I don't know. And I see support. For those of you, be mindful of, there's some sort of revelation. There's some sort of someone being exposed, and it could be someone at the top of the company you work for, or head of the family, or a public figure in your community. It could be someone that, like the leader of your church, or the leader of your whatever club you're a member of. There could be some sort of change in legislation that means you don't get some sort of support you used to get when it comes to government support, or you're being told is going to be reduced. So I don't know if it's housing related, child care related, schooling related, job seekers support, unemployment support, something like that. I don't know. There's a change there that either says you need to submit this and this and this in order to keep this going. And so you have to drop what you're doing and submit that really quickly, because otherwise they're going to stop it. Or they're telling you no longer, there could be an error as well where they're telling you no longer qualify, we're going to stop this, but it's an error. It's something to do with data, or it's something to do with the platform they use, technology errors. So you're going to have to act quickly. And for those of you, they're letting you know that it's going to go down. The payments are going to go down. Okay, which is great. That's exactly what you need, especially at this time of year. But it is what I'm seeing, so I'm just passing it along. Okay. What else are we seeing here? I do see it's not a full-blown ultimatum, but I see someone that goes too far when they're drunk. They say something, they do something. This is someone who scares themselves when they're under the influence. They say something, they do something, they scare themselves. So with the Three of Swords, you just have to say, listen, you have to do something about this. And they're like, yeah, I know. I'm on it. I know. You don't have to tell me. I saw it. I heard myself, or I saw myself, right? So there could be some sort of realization on someone else's part that they need help. They need to get their stuff together. They need to do better. There could be that as well. Could lead to healing and rebalancing a situation. For some of you, I'm seeing you sending money home, if home is in a different state, different country, or transferring money to family with this energy for whatever. There's some sort of hardship. There's some sort of unexpected damage, unexpected repair. Friend, family, and people pitching in to get that repaired. It could be like heating system, and it's like, we can't let you live there in the cold. Or it could be car. It could be something that completely disrupts someone's life, and it's like, we got to get that fixed for you. Okay, so I do see that. That's nice. Again, give what you can. Don't overextend. Don't overgive, because there's other people that are contributing. It's not just down to you, Pisces. Okay, don't take it just on your shoulders. There's other people contributing. There's other people in the family. There's other people in the group, in the community. Okay, you could be dealing with a Taurus, Sagittarius, fire sign, water sign. Don't get stuck on signs. There could also be appointments canceled or postponed at this time, or some sort of event is canceled or postponed at this time. You may try to get your money back from that, or that you're going to get a refund from that, something like that. It could be like a concert that gets canceled, and it's like, oh my God, I booked everything. I was going to travel. I have flights. I have this. I have that. You're going to get some money back. For some of you, I see you meeting someone new. It could be a new friend or a new romantic interest. And I see you shifting focus and wanting to spend more time with that person, wanting to spend more time getting to know the person. I see there's going to be that clash that happens between friends and family and you and a new partner, or you and a new romantic interest, over, you don't show up anymore, you're not around anymore. So there's going to need to be some serious conversations, okay? Of, you always say you want to see me happy. Well, I'm happy getting to know this person. So what's the problem, right? Or you always tell me, you should get out there and meet people. I have, and I'm getting to know them better now. So why are you guilting me? Those kinds of conversations. You may hear from someone unexpectedly. They're at a distance. You haven't seen or spoken to them in a very long time. You may hear from them. The problem is, for some of you, for a lot of you, they need help. They need help. You always helped them before, so they're trying, right? This is desperate attempt. They're trying. So they're going to be very nice, very considerate, very respectful. Whoever this is, it doesn't have to be romantic. And then they'll hit you up with, they won't actually ask you. They'll be like, oh, I've got this going on, and I'm really, sad, and it's really tough, but I'll figure it out. It's really, heartbreaking, and I cry myself to sleep every night, but it's okay. I'll get through it, right? Hoping you say, oh, that's dreadful. Can I do anything for you? Right? So just be careful about that. Be mindful of that. We have a little angel here. So I do see there's a focus on your faith, religion, cultural traditions at this time. Maybe it's this time of year. Or there's some sort of anniversary in the family, or a milestone in the family that is celebrated around this time, or just marked around this time. You could be doing offerings to ancestors, or remembrance. I hear remembrance type of events. We have a bird here, so a flight could be significant. Definitely messages, communication. Here we go. We have judgment here again with the trumpet. There's going to be a phone call, video call. There's like a song that comes up. Maybe, you're hearing from someone where they used to have like a special ringtone in your phone, and you haven't heard that ringtone in a very long time. You forgot you had it. So it's like, oh, that sounds familiar. We have the heart here. So heart healing. I also see this as self-love, self-nurture, self-care. Okay. Definitely some sort of truth and wisdom is being revealed to you today. With the owl, it is the absolute truth. Someone could be letting you know. For some of you, you're already in a relationship, and someone's letting you know they have feelings for you. And it could be a friend, or it could be an ex you kind of stayed friends with. I don't know. But it puts you in a difficult position of having to make some sort of choice. Okay, you either stop dealing with that person altogether because you're realizing they still have feelings for you, and you don't want to string them along. You also don't want to be disrespectful to your current relationship, current partner. Or is it that, you have feelings for them as well, so then what do you do with the current partner? There's some sort of decision like that's happening. For those of you, if it's not relationship, it could be job related. You're not looking for a job. but you're hearing from someone who's offering you an opportunity. So it's like, oh, I have to think about it, because there's pros and cons. There's pros and cons. But you're going to have a big, important decision to make here. We have a dinosaur. So again, something is addressed that has been in play, in motion, for a very long time. And with the Hierophant, this is family tradition. This is generational tradition. This is cultural expectation. This is societal expectation. Or this is just how your relationship has been with this person for a very long time. Something you were telling yourself, oh, it's just temporary. We're just going to get through this rough patch and then it'll be fine. But when you look back, you're realizing that actually it's not been okay for a very long time. We have a nice little pattern here. So you could be looking at, this is artistic. Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. So I don't know if this is what you do to relax, to have fun, to enjoy yourself. You paint, you sing, you draw, you dance. Decorating. I'm also seeing like window shopping in the sense of, picturing, doing like vision boards. When I have my own place, this is what the kitchen's going to look like. This is what the bedroom's going to look like. That recharges you. That makes you happy, but you're also manifesting. So I do see that as well. You could be focusing on manifestation and learning more about affirmations and stuff like that. I also see you being careful with or paying attention to the aesthetics of something, how things look. So I don't know if you're taking pictures, videos, or it's just, you getting dressed up to go out or whatever. You're careful with how something looks. Give me a sec. Go back. Travel is significant and change is required with the horse, that's for sure. Moving away from something or someone, definitely seeing that. I see a bow. I also see ballet shoes. Ballet shoes, bow, flats could be significant, and a little girl here. Someone could be having a little girl. You could be spending time doing something you used to do when you were a child, and it's something like, ballet, or if you can't do ballet, you're like, I'm just going to still do the stretches, or picking up an instrument that you haven't played in a long time. Resuming lessons of something that used to make you happy. For some of you, we have a gun here, so for some of you, this has to do with archery, or target shooting, or what is it? Clay pigeon shooting, I don't know. There's something around hunting here, so I don't know if it's hunting season where you are. I don't know if that's still a thing. Something to do with birds in particular, but I just pass along the messages. Another horse. So I do see a choice needs to be made. You need to prioritize. You need to choose one thing that you're going to commit to, that you're going to give to. What is stable in your life? Where do you have healthy give and take? And where are you? Identify the relationship that friend, family member, coworker, whoever this is, romantic, whatever it is, where you both want the same things. Hierophant, two horses heading in the same direction. You want the same things. Okay, that's the one to invest in. We have a little bunny here. So fertility is highlighted here. I also see you buying clothes for yourself, pets, children, family members. We have the cross. So again, you see what I mean? A focus on faith, religion, spirituality, beliefs, what you were raised to believe, whether it's in the family or in your religion, in your faith, but I do see that. Okay? Maybe going to church more, going to temple more, going to sacred places during this time. And a leaf. So the season of autumn is important. You could be drawing leaves, painting leaves, or nature type landscapes. Spending time in nature is going to help you at this time to clear your head. Queen of Pentacles as well, to declutter. But this is also allow things to fall off of you that aren't yours. Allow burdens to fall off of you that aren't yours to carry. Okay, with the leaves. That's definitely a message. Oracle energy and advice for Pisces, and we'll wrap this up. We have hearth, safety, comfort, spiritual connection. Choose what makes you feel safe, comfortable, stable. Okay? And you give to that and you invest in that. And we have trunk, stability. You have stability twice. loyalty, reliability. Those are the relationships you choose to give to. If it's with a person, if it's with a service provider, where your loyalty is being valued and they're also being loyal to you. You're showing up and giving, they also show up and give to you. Okay? Everybody keeps their word. Everybody shows up for everybody. Those are the relationships, interactions, contracts, whatever it is, that you should choose to invest in, because those are the ones that have a long-term, stable, prosperous future. Anything that's trying to fall off of you at this time, and it's the people you argue with over what you don't do enough, you don't give enough, you're not good enough, those need to go. That's just what it is. That's just what it is, because they are destabilizing you. They are depleting you. And this is a call to action for you to do something about it before the Tower leads you to the Ten of Swords. Okay, because that's usually how it goes. So heads up, you've been warned. This is your confirmation as well. You don't have to feel guilty about anything. Okay, so I hope this helps you. I'm going to leave it there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.